Hello everyone, I'm Myra DuBois in Hello everyone, I'm Myra DuBois and I'm here to solve some dating dilemmas ahead of my UK and Ireland tour with my new show, Cosmic Empath. He ghosted you after 3 dates. Well, you know, in a way, ghosting isn't what it's known to be. People think of ghosting as ignoring someone, not giving someone an answer, and it sounds to me like you had a very emphatic answer. And not just an emphatic answer, but a cowardly answer as well, so don't you worry about that person. They did not ghost you after 3 dates. The trash took itself out. That's what I'd say to you concerning that one. Don't waste another thought on him. Not another iota of energy. Move on. Find the next person that will ghost you after 3 dates. He told you he loved you the first night you met. Run. That's a red flag. It's not just a red flag, it's crimson. Crimson with the blood of his previous casualties, I'm afraid. That person is clingy. That person is not expressing a sentiment. That person is laying down a trap. No one says that on the first date unless they're deeply traumatized or manipulative. Get out while you still can, before he confiscates your phone and picks off your friend one by one until you've got no one left but him. Run! If he's texting you constantly and does not want to meet up, it means only one thing. You are nothing but a source of immediate stimulation for him. He will text you in those moments where he feels that he needs an interaction, that he craves the interpersonal conversation of another human life. But then when it comes to forward planning or committing to anything or following through with them, if he's elusive, it means you are nothing but a momentary scratch of a fleeting itch. That person is not invested in you, so do not invest in them. Save your energy and text someone that wants to transfer conversation to real life. If he says that he's not ready for a relationship, and then you find out that he's got a new boyfriend as soon as you broke up, then I'm afraid he wasn't specific enough with you. He wasn't ready for a relationship with you. All right? Now, you can either be grateful that you dodged a bullet, or you can be happy that he found the right match. Depends how magnanimous you're feeling, but the ultimate end result is get over it, move on. If he's only just told you that he wants to run as a Conservative MP, then I'm afraid you've been ignoring some red flags along the way. That is not something that someone just comes to out of the blue. Unless, of course, he's suffered some sort of dreadful head trauma and he's woken up speaking Spanish with far-right politics. Who knows? But if he now wants to run as a Conservative MP, you've been ignoring red flags this whole journey, and I see no reason as to why you won't ignore this one. You've made your bed, lie in it. He threw up on you the night you met, and you're still thinking of going on a date with him. Well, that can mean one of two things. It can either mean that you are an open-minded, compassionate person that understands that bodily functions are natural and that we shouldn't be judged on something just because our body has a reaction to something. It means you could be a kind and considerate person that will give room and for people's faults, and that's something you want to grow old with, because the older you get, the more involuntary bodily fluids become. So you might be a keeper. On the other hand, it might denote a very icky fetish that you need looking at. I'll leave those two options with you. Only you can know. If he's not posting you to his Instagram, you need to ask yourself if you need to be on that Instagram. Is there a professional reason as to why someone might keep you in the shadows? You know, I do think that we overshare on social media. We all put our dinners online and our relationships online, and we post what hotels we're staying in and what streets we live on. And maybe that person just wants to keep something sacred away from social media. Also, have you considered you might not be very photogenic? And that's fair enough. That's just quality control. If someone has taken you out for dinner and they think a meal deal is satisfactory, that's a direct reflection on what they think of you. Whenever I've been on a date with anyone, they know exactly what it takes to satisfy me, and therefore, I've only dined in the finest restaurants. I wish you and your petrol station meal deal loving partner all the very best. If he's wanting to go out with you and he's had a previous relationship with a best friend of yours, I think, I can't say for certain, but I think you would be an idiot to pursue it. For example, there'll be a reason why it didn't work out with your best friend. And if your best friend is still your best friend, I imagine that they're not the villain. Also, you need to consider about your friendship with this person. Men come and go. This one's already gone from someone's life who's close to you. Friends usually stay around a little longer, so is it worth compromising the friendship to pursue the excitement of a new relationship? Think long term. What's exciting now might cause you grief later. He said the name of his ex while sleeping. Well, listen, we have dreams about people that have died. It doesn't mean they're alive and walking amongst us. Our memories, you can't separate them. You probably have exes yourself that were huge chunks of people's life. Do you know, I think the best outcome of a relationship is that you remain friends. Otherwise, you have given a chunk of your life to someone. To have any animosity, it feels like a waste of that chapter. So what? He said his ex's name in his sleep. He was probably just having a dream that summoned that person's memory. Don't worry about it. You're not the main character all the time. He dumps you out of nowhere but still wants to be friends. That, to me, sounds like he dumped you out of nowhere to you. It sounds like you've had a little bit of tunnel vision there. All right? If he still wants to be friends, that's a good thing. Means he still cares about you. It's just a relationship isn't right for him at this time. So I would say, take the friendship. Put in a bit of distance at first. Sometimes you need a separation. 6 months is usually good. I wouldn't say no contact, but little contact. Those little text messages saying, oh, did you watch this bit of television? Don't do it. Only talk to them if you need to. And then after a sufficient amount of time, once you've gotten used to life, not in the relationship with the person, a friendship might be very possible. And I think it's lovely when you can still respect each other enough to be friends. If he's promised you he's not seeing someone else, but you've seen him send flirty messages to someone else, that sounds to me like he's telling you what you want to hear. Think about that and maybe just have an honest discussion. Are you making yourself the sort of person who can be told that someone is seeing someone else? Maybe you are. Maybe the fault is on the other person. But just sort of think, am I approachable? Could he have that conversation with me? And if he can, and he's still lying to you and sending those flirty messages, get rid. If maybe he doesn't feel like he could say that to you, maybe just think about creating a space in which you can have an honest conversation about that sort of thing. And if it looks like the relationship is going to be one that one of you wants to be an open one and one of you wants to be a closed one, just have an open conversation about that and see if your needs match each other's. And if you find one of you is having to compromise too much for the other, might be best just to park that one and move on. I hope you enjoyed those nuggets of dating advice from me, Myra DuBois, and if you want more where that came from, come and see me on my UK and Ireland tour of Cosmic Empath. You can get your tickets from myradubois.co.uk. That's myradubois.co.uk.